Hi, Kate. Thanks very much for joining us today.
Yeah, hello. I'm glad to.
Yeah, hope you're doing well. Excited to talk to BGaming today about your kind of innovative marketing products. And to start off with, could you tell us a bit about your background and what you do at the company?
Yep, sure. I'm a customer success marketing manager. Maybe sounds not pretty common, but what I do, I work directly with our clients. So I make sure that they have everything to promote our games within their projects. And so I'm totally support all our games. I try to create new marketing tools to make our games more prominent and bring more interesting features to our players, in-game features as well. So that's basically it, I would say.
You mentioned it's not that common, but I think it is becoming more and more common. I'm hearing more and more kind of about customer success as a department generally. So I think it's fair to say it is a growing kind of thing.
Totally agree. I believe that the model and the approach in general is kind of evolving, yes, and so everybody tries not to think just about their own success, but how successful will be your customers with your content, with your games, with your whatever you are doing in iGaming. I believe that everybody got it, that your success fully depends on the success of your clients, so you should fully support them and embrace what they're doing, being really careful to the feedback and everything they do. So that's what we are focused on right now. Maybe that will be our strategy for the next years as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes a lot of sense. And on that note, BGaming has come up with this concept of branded exclusives. Could you, in the first instance, what exactly does that mean? And can you talk us through this concept?
Sure. First of all, I cannot say that we've created a kind of a new concept. Branded versions of games, video slots, for example, are being created for several years from different providers. However, we've tried to rethink and maybe elevate this concept and approach to these branded games. We call it brand exclusives because we try to identify the best performing game on the particular project and offer them to make a customized version of it. So basically it is. But we what are our differentiators is kind of we make really deep redesign of the game. We try to follow the brand guides of the project to make it really feel related and fit perfectly to the overall design and the vibes of the casino. So that's what we are working with. And moreover, what we've succeeded with is the delivery. We do it within maybe 4 weeks tops, and that is a huge success, I would say.
Sure, I take your point about, so it's not creating a new concept, it's like you say, rethinking this kind of thing and kind of revamping. Is there a huge demand from what you found from operators for customized content like this?
I can say that we create between 15 and 20 games per quarter. I would say that is much. That is more than one game per week. And as for now, the last quarter of the 2021 is packed, and the first quarter of 22 is almost packed. So demand is huge. Yes, I would say that many projects maybe reached that maturity to invest in branding, to invest in their uniqueness, if this word exists. So they think of it and they really support their marketing and everything to promote these games. Yes, so I would say more and more projects get interested in it.
Sure. And so you say so Q1 is more or less packed, almost packed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is so can you see yourselves kind of developing a pipeline of doing this for the next couple of years?
Yes, I believe we will do it because our approach is that what we do, yes, we analyze the top performing project, the project who really invests in the branding and would be interested in it. So we try to think of a game that players really like on this project. Yeah, so the top performing game or even a couple of games, because big projects tend to ask for 2 or 3 brand exclusive games, and that's okay because they identified the great opportunity and the popular content and want it to related to their brand. So what we do, then we work with it and we redesign it and we deliver it. And I would say that even these redesigned games perform 20–25% better than the original ones. So I would say that this is quite successful, and they feel it from the first weeks.
Sure.
It's huge.
Yeah, that makes sense. But how different would each game be? Are we talking huge differences, or is it just slight tweaks here and there to match it to kind of what the brand wants?
We offer pretty large customization pack, I would say. So it would be almost totally new game. Icon, preload, a starting page, the backgrounds, even music and sound design. We usually offer customizing a couple of high symbols, yes, adding a logo of your casino or something really related to your casino, or some character, yes, that you use in your branding and so on. Not more, because it still should be the game players know, that players love. Yeah, so you shouldn't tweak it too much.
Sure.
Also we make big win animations, and in general we changed the name of the game and game logo. And I would make an emphasis on the big win animation because this is a true moment, kind of precious and joyful connection to the brand. This is a moment the player is waiting for, and you literally become kind of a part of this moment. And that's what our clients cherish.
So what are the biggest challenges and hurdles of tailoring games exclusively per operator? Because I can imagine if you're kind of customizing games for different companies, there's a lot of work that goes into it.
Yes, there are some challenges, of course, as in any project, I would say. The first one is there is no limit to perfection. Yes, so when you make the first draft of redesign and so on, and you find a lot of spots to improve, and generally you can improve it forever when you send to the review with the customer. So you can discuss it and make it a really long process, but we commit to the fast delivery, yes, and we commit that it would take no more than 3 or 4 days or 4 weeks. Yes, this is a challenge to stop at the moment and say, okay, that's really good. Let's keep on going, and let's bring it to the production and make it live. The other maybe a challenge is not to lose the focus, because this is a game still, yes, and it should be playable, and it should bring joy to the players, because sometimes when you start changing something, you want to change all the symbols, for example, yes, and then it's not a game anymore. It's kind of a big mess. There are no common fruits that you like, and so on. So you can really spoil the game, and this is a challenge for us to convince that, okay, let's stop. Let's believe us. We are game providers. We know how it should be. So just let us make this decision. We are professionals, and usually the clients, of course, they do it. And that is fine. But so I would say these are the most challenges.
Sure.
Did it sound actually good, or was it a mess?
Yeah, no, this I guess this bit will edit out, right? But yeah, no, yes, it sounded fine to me. Yeah.
Okay.
I was almost surprised you asked, because I was ready for my next question, because yeah, it sounded fine. What we can do is we can send this back to you guys anyway to look at it. But yeah, that was fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go into my next question. All good? Cool. Okay.
Yep.
I'll give it like 2 seconds for the editing. So more broadly, we've talked about the challenges, and we've talked about the importance of customization. How important in iGaming is brand? Because obviously there are a lot of online casinos, a lot of products which ultimately are very similar. Not saying they're all the same, but you know, a big way to stand out is brand. So how important is brand given the product can be similar?
What we see now, every project wants to be exclusive, to offer their players unique experience, to create outstanding design, the most convenient user experience. So I would assume that that's happening because in this highly competitive, as you said, gaming environment, they've reached kind of the maturity to really invest in their brand. And of course, many of the projects are still in the process of doing it, of realizing it, but I'm pretty sure that they already feel this need to keep up and stay connected. So I would say that this is a really trend now, to create something outstanding for their players, to attract them, to make them more loyal to a brand. Yes, that is what I believe casinos are thinking of on a daily basis.
And on a similar note, how important is it to stand out with your marketing in particular? And is there a balance to be found between being creative, innovative, but maybe taking things too far, a little bit silly, over the top, that kind of thing?
Oh yeah. Finding a balance between being creative and innovative is all about game providers' day-to-day life, of course. Yeah, we always think about kind of some new ideas, but try to be not to lose something, and to create really performing games that will be not something surprising. And of course, we are planning to create some really innovative games this year, and we plan to participate in different awards this year, to be nominated and to win as well. So I cannot say right now some particular games or mechanics that we are going to work this year, the upcoming year. But yes, it is important to stand out as well, and to create some new marketing tools, or at least to create the marketing tools that are already kind of must-have for game providers. So, and we are really focused and aim to do this.
Sure. You kind of touched on it there already, but a final question from me is, when it comes to your marketing and your branded exclusives, what kind of goals and targets do you have for 2022? I know you mentioned Q1 already, but looking into kind of the year ahead, as we're actually almost there. Can't quite believe it, but yeah.
So yeah, for sure, as a game provider, we will expand our portfolio with new titles, with new mechanics. Also, we have plans on turbo games, if you know what I mean. Yes, this is a kind of new casual games, I would say. Yes, and what we will offer the branding opportunities for these games as well, because the games on crash mechanics are really popular and on demand now. And if the casino has the opportunity to have their own branded crash game, that would be really a good product to promote as a marketing, yes. And we will do it definitely. And also Also, we will enlarge this customization pack maybe, or try to do it even faster if we have a really big demand that we cannot even fulfill.
Well, Kate, thanks very much for your answers and for your time. It was a pleasure learning more about the branded exclusives, and it was good to talk to you about marketing and branding in general.
Yeah, thank you as well. That was interesting to discuss it on the verge of the next year. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Cheers.